Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One in my old barn door, and I have kits ready. So I thought I would just come on real quick and show you the kits that I had promised from the book sale. So they're gonna come like this. I tried to package them as small as possible. These are, okay, let me just back up, slow down. I'm doing fabric kits with lace and trims, and then I'm going to do paper kits. So there will be 2 different kits available. I have 5 of each, so 5 fabric kits and 5 paper kits. So those will be up in my shop when you see this video. I'm going to upload this video and go ahead and work on the Etsy listings, because you know how that is with Etsy. I mean, with the video, it takes forever to load. So hopefully by the time the video loads, I'll have everything done in the Etsy shop and you can go on over and get your kit. So I'll go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and start with the fabrics first. I probably should have done a different kit because I already wrapped this one up, but that's okay. We're going to unwrap it. Maybe. That's okay. If I rip it, I'll get some more tissue paper and rewrap it. Okay. So I have lots and lots of fabrics in this kit. Old and new, vintage, gifted, and thrifted fabrics and trims. So, I'm sorry. So in the fabric kit, you're going to get 2 of these little doilies. They are white, and I cut them from a tablecloth that I showed in a video a long time ago. So you get 2 of those. I think I got the wrong kit, guys. I was supposed to have my measurements on this kit. Hang on and let me go see if I can find the measurements. Okay, I found the correct stack. Okay, so in this kit, you're going to get a length of this one, which is 10 inches by 5 inches. This is my favorite fabric. I love, 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 love this fabric. And so I thought I would share it with you. Isn't that pretty? I'll hold it up real close. Look at how sweet. The purple and the pink, and there's a little bit of blue in there. A little bit of green. So you'll get a swatch of that. I'm going to try to keep the measurements together. And then I did another purple to go with this purple. Hang on, got something going on with my phone there. So it's an 8x9 swatch. So it's just kind of a square, little square. But I thought it would go pretty with that other the floral purple. Then you get, this is around, I think it's around a yard of this tulle, but it's gold glittery tulle, and it's just kind of a long length. Let me see, I didn't measure this as far as what the width was. See how wide it is. It's about 6 inches wide. So you get a yard by 6 inches. So I had a bunch of this tulle, so I figured I'd just put some in this kit and share it with everybody. Then this is one of the newer fabrics. This is an 11 by 8. So 11 inches by 8 inches. Really pretty fabric. And it will go well with the next 2 fabrics. So I tried to do things that would kind of match with each other. So this one and the pink one. So those go cute together. This one is 16 inches long by 5 inches wide. So you get that one. Super pretty. Feels really, really good. It's almost like felt, but I'm not sure that it is felt. I'm going to wind up with pins everywhere. I'll get stuck. And then you have this striped material. It's 10 inches by 12 inches. I hope the lighting's okay. Love this. This is almost like a felt too, so it's kind of the same fabric as the blue. So you have that one. I'll try to stack these. Maybe it'll hold the pins. Then you have this one. This is a newer fabric, but it's going to go with this old vintage fabric, which I absolutely love, and I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm excited about that fabric. This one measures 16 inches long by about 7.5 inches wide. Now, y'all know that I'm left-handed, and I can't cut straight for nothing, no matter how hard I try. So, these measurements are approximate measurements, but I always err to the side of bigger rather than smaller. So, I say these sizes, but you're probably getting more. Just simply because I stink at cutting. But that's okay, because it'll be a benefit to you. See if I can get these stacked up together. And then this one, I absolutely love this fabric. And I found it at a thrift store. I didn't find very much, but I was super excited when I saw it, so I snatched it up. Look, does that scream 60s, 70s, or what? Love it. And I think it's like a polyester. So, love, love, love. This is probably one of my favorite finds in fabric. So, that looks good with the yellow. I tried to pair them up so that they would, you know, so that you could have a couple of fabrics that you could do fabric flips or collages or things like that. This is vintage, and it's like a blue and red plaid with a little bit of cream background, and I got it to use in some of my country, farmhouse, and Americana journals, but it's like a flannel. So that one measures 21 inches long by 7 inches wide. Love, love, love it. Super cool in vintage books. I'm even going to use some of this in one of my cowboy journals that I'm going to be making. And then there's this one, which is an old shirt. And the length is 16 inches long by 5.5 inches wide. It's just a really cool plaid. It's kind of got tans and browns, and I think that's a gray. I'm not very sure. I'm a little bit colorblind, so I sometimes have a hard time. It could be blue. I sometimes have a hard time with my colors, so. But you're going to love it when you get it. I promise. I lost my needle. Told you I was going to have these suckers everywhere. Okay. And then this is one of my favorites too. Totally love this. It reminds me of Gina Johnson when she talks about Mr. Holiday's pants. It's a polyester material, and it's like the browns and the creams, and again, I think that's gray in there. But love, love, love. I was super excited when I found this too. I found it at the same thrift store that I found that other fabric at. So the length of this is 20 by 12. So you'll get a big, it's actually a really big swatch of this fabric. You just fold it out for you. And I still have plenty more. So if you want extras, just let me know. You're more than welcome to them. But see, that's a really big piece of that. Okay. So we have that one. Then we have this seersucker material, which is, I've had this material forever. It was an old curtain. And I don't really know what the material is, but it's kind of a crinkly material. Really pretty. So you're getting a big swatch of this too. It's 18 inches by 10 inches. And that's like a really deep bluish gray stripe is what that is. And then this was an old tablecloth that I found. It measures 18 inches by 9 inches. And it is just absolutely beautiful. A real pretty cream color. And some of them do have little stains on them. But to me that just adds to it. But I was trying to see if you could, I'm trying to see if I've got this backwards. I'm not sure. It may just be double-sided. Nope, that's the front. So you get this real pretty embroidered, like a leafy, ferny looking image on there. And then they have the little scallops on them. So I'm not sure if all the pieces have the scallops. I think they do. I tried to make sure that every piece got the scallops. So again, that measures 18 by 9. So you get a pretty good little size piece of that. These coffee stain wonderfully. So I would definitely suggest, if you want to, you know, vintage it up even more, coffee stain it. This is 10 by 8, and it's just red fabric, but I thought it would look really cool with the flannel cowboy fabric for a farmhouse or a cowboy or even an Americana type journal. So it's just plain red fabric. But I had an overabundance of this because I found it at a thrift store too. And so I thought I'm going to just put some in here and share with everybody. Okay, and then I put you some of this in here. It is that fabric that everybody is using. What they're doing is they're cutting down through here and they're using these to tie on the top of tags, like these little pieces right here. You tie it on top of tags and things like that. And if you see how it hangs, I don't know if you can tell, but it hangs really, really pretty. So that one, you're getting a 7 by 28 inch length of, so you're getting a good little bit of that. I tell you, this stuff is a pain in the butt to cut up, but it's worth it because it's super cute. And then I put a piece of this little burlap. It's 10 by 9 little sheet. It's glittery. I don't know if you can see the glittery. But I just added that in there just kind of basically to be like a background for the rest of the fabric. So you get that. So those are the fabrics that are in the kit. And then we will get to losing pins. I will probably take these pins out before I ship this package because I don't want anybody getting poked on them. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why I stuck them back in there. Alright, so that is the fabrics tool and doily. And then for the trims, you're going to get quite a bit of trims. So I put a little swatch of tulle in there because I had this left from a project that I did, and so I thought I'm just going to share it with everybody and get rid of it so that they can play and use it. You'll get a yard of this pink tulle. You get a yard of the boho fabric trim that I showed you from my haul from the other day at Goodwill. So it's just got beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors in it. Look how pretty that is. And look, it stretches out actually. So it's kind of got like a little netting on the side. If you wanted to use it and put dangles on it, it would be absolutely gorgeous. So you could do that on the top of the book or on the cover. So you get a yard of that. Then you get the rosette trim, and it has 5 rosettes in each strip. So I don't know, that's about a 13-inch strip. Then you get most people are just getting 12 inches of this, but this kit, that's why I got that's why I wanted to use the other kit, so that you could see everything that you got. Hang on, let me go get it. Okay, here's what happened. All of the kits got a piece of this, and you get like, oh, sorry about the camera shake. You get like a yard of it, but I only had enough for 4 pieces. So for this kit that I didn't have enough of, you get like extra of this and extra of a couple of other things. So most of the kits only have about, I don't know, 10 or 12 inches of this, and it's just like a sequiny. I'm trying to let the camera focus, but I may have it too close. Anyway, just kind of like a sequiny material. It's like a trim. So you get that. Then you get a little strip of this and a strip of this, because these are going to be super cute to go in like the boho journals. I tried to make this boho colors in the trim kits. And then I have an overabundance of this velvet ribbon that I have had for years and years and years. So I gave you, I believe it's a yard. It's probably over a yard. And then you get this trim. And I think, let me just measure it real quick. Yeah, you get about 20 inches of that trim. Or this is actually ribbon, it's not trim. Ribbon, ribbon, and then trims. So those are the ribbons and trims that you get in the fabric kit. And then, hang on a second, let me get all of this in here and get it moved. And then I will pull over the paper kits. So anyways, you get, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You get 16 different kinds of fabrics. And 9 different kinds of trims in the fabric and trim kit. Okay? So those will be up on my Etsy store. Oh, plus the little doilies. Alright, so let me get this set to the side. Okay, so, and I meant to tell you, in the fabric and trim bundle, I was trying to give you like a shipping price. It's going to be around $4 to ship it. What I did was I just kind of did an estimate of, you know, different locations, because, you know, Etsy goes by location and package size and package weight and all that stuff. So it's going to be somewhere around $4 to ship those. Okay, now we have the paper and wallpaper kit, which this thing is stuffed full. There is, I didn't count how many pieces are in here, but I will. I'll put that in the Etsy listing. But anyway, we'll just get started. So I put you this little notebook in here because I love, love, love using these to make, like, just tear off a few sheets and punch a couple of holes, or even put a paper strip over the top and just make you a little booklet to use to tuck into pockets and tucks, envelopes and things like that. And you can even put little lace at the top or whatever. So, and I did kind of a boho color so that you could, you know, if you want to, with this, both of these kits, you can make a boho journal. So I put you a whole little notepad of that in there. Then I did these kind of like little packs. I got this idea from Selena over at Amore Fabriques. She does this and it's super cute. And it's really exciting when you get the package in the mail to go through all of the little stuff that you get, and the way, you know, she put it together. It just makes it a little more pleasing. So that's why I did it this way. So I'm just going to go through the first little package. You're going to get lots and lots of stuff in this. You just get the little fabric swatch right here. Super cute. Sweet little fabric. I should have put some of this fabric in those kits. So if y'all like this fabric, let me know if you want some of it. I'll be glad to put some of that in the store too. So you get some children's playing cards, a flash card. You get, these are like, from those encouraging words books that I got. I don't know. Anyway, I add these to my journals, and it's just good uplifting stuff. you know, that you can read. And I love putting these in my journals because to me, it's just so cheerful in it. You know, give somebody something good to look at in their journal. So, and it tells about my Jesus. So, you know, I have to tell about my Jesus. And I'm not, you know, trying to be overly religious, but that's just me. It's who I am, and it's what I am. So, then I put you several of these. Probably, I try to give 3, but probably in each pack I did more than that because, well, I just wasn't going to sit there and count sheets. So, I always err. These are 5, so you'll probably get more than that in that. But I love using these in journals, as, you know, just tucking them down in the pockets or the envelopes. And then you get several of the Yahtzee cards, probably 5 or more. And I put not an envelope. I shared some of my napkins with y'all from a big napkin haul at the Dollar General. Not the Dollar General, the Dollar Tree. So that's what it looks like. Super pretty little napkins. Love them. Probably never get this folded up back the way it was supposed to be. Okay, there we go. So you get a napkin in that one. Then you get these cool little old vintage, and I say they're vintage. They're not vintage. I think the book was from the 90s. But it just gives you, I love the way these pages feel. They almost feel like, kind of like a dictionary page. But you can tell, I don't know if you can see the yellowing around the edges or what have you, but love it. So you get that. I don't know if I'll ever get these put back together the right way. Then I put some of my Childcraft book in here. Some of those book pages. So, of course, each one will have a different book page, but you'll get several of those. And then one of my little floral book pages. I love these because you can actually cut these out and make them into bookmarks or tags. So, I really like using those in my floral journals. So, that is the first little swatch of items. I guess a swatch is what I would call it. I don't know what I would call it, but anyways, that's the first little bundle. How about that? It's a bundle. So let me get this put back together real quick. And I think there's 5 little bundles in here. And what I did with these, I kind of geared these kits towards someone who is just beginning in journaling. Because I can remember when I first started journaling, which is not too long ago. I mean, I've only been doing this for, I don't know, a little less than a year as far as making junk journals. Now, I've been crafting forever. But as far as making junk journals, you know, it took me a long time to get up some of the stuff that I wanted to have in my journals. So, now I have been very, very blessed, and I have lots of stuff to make my journals with, and so I just wanted to share it for those who, you know, are just building their stash. So it took me forever to build my stash, and there's the little swatch that goes around that one. So you know, that's kind of how I built these kits with that in mind. So you get a children's playing card, flash card. These are so cute. They're old May cards, but they're super cute. Children's like educational card, and then another flash card. Then I have 5 of these pages from my Joyce Meyer book. So I thought I would share lots of those, and I tried to give you different kind of dates and stuff because I love putting these in my journals. This is from my Helen Steiner Rice book. And they're just absolutely beautiful pages and such encouraging words. Helen Steiner Rice just had a way with words. So you get that in there. Then you'll get several of these and several of these. I think 3 each. And then I put you one of my sweet little butterfly bags in here because I just think they're super cute. And then a napkin. Here's another napkin. That's one of those cool little floral ones with the little ladybugs. I was trying to unfold it, but I probably shouldn't unfold it. I'll probably never get it folded back up. But it's got the little scallops on it. Super cute. So you get those. That. Then, of course, you have to have some of my math pages or my cipher pages or whatever you want to call them. And some of them have the writing, the handwriting on them. I don't know if all of them do, but some of them do. And then you get several pages from a children's encyclopedia book. These make great envelopes. Love making envelopes out of these. And then I put some of my journal cards, or my bigger, you know, my little bigger journal cards in here. So you get a flip page of that. So that is that little batch of goodies. Let me see if I can get this put back together. Okay, so I'll put this one to the side. Then the next little batch, maybe there's 6 little batches, I don't know, 5 or 6. Next little batch or bundle, you get this sweet little fabric here. And I have more of that. If you want some of that fabric, you can just let me know. Then you get the Crazy 8 children's playing card. You get some of these cards from the Taboo games. You get a flashcard, a popcorn bag. I tried to put several bags in this kit because I didn't have bags forever. I didn't have bags. I didn't have the cards. I didn't have the flashcards, napkins. I mean, I didn't have anything when I first started. So hopefully this will be a big help to those who are trying to build their stash. Anyway, it's a napkin. Beautiful, beautiful little napkin. I just got those yesterday. Love them. And then you get one of my recipe pages. And check out that recipe. Say that 3 times fast. And then these are really cool pages. These came out of an encyclopedia, and they were like the front pages of the encyclopedia. So they're just really, really, I love the color of them. I love how old they look because it's vintage. So I just added a few pages of that in there. And then I gave you a big one of my floral pages from one of my floral books. So that comes in that little batch. I tried to put a really good variety of stuff in here so that you could actually get this kit and make and decorate several journals with it. I mean, I wouldn't even be afraid to say you could probably make 5 journals with just this kit. Other than the base of the journal. You know, I don't have the papers like the coffee dough paper and stuff like that in here. But, you know what I mean. The stuff to decorate it with. And then the last little bundle is huge. It's a big bundle. So you get this pretty little piece of fabric here. Isn't that pretty? I love that. So I have some more of that too if you want some more. And then you get a flashcard. Children's, like a children's learning game. Go fish. Love that. And then I put a whole little bundle of receipts because I love tucking these in pockets and decorating them. Sales receipts. And these are 2 different colors. You get the yellow and then you get the white and the pink. So I put, I don't know, 5 or more in there of those. Then I love these. And you can actually put these together, staple them together or tie them together and make a little bundle out of them, make you a little book out of them. And then these. Then I put you a whole bunch of these taboo cards in there because you can do the same thing with that. You can journal on these. You can sew them to a page. Lots and lots of different things you can do with them. And I have an overabundance of these, so I put a boatload of these in each of these kits. Then you have this napkin, which is absolutely beautiful. I love the peacocks. They're so colorful and vibrant. Look how pretty that is. So you get one of those in this little bundle. Then in each kit I put, now most of the kits, well, all of the kits are pretty much exactly the same. There may be a few minor differences, like of course in the cards and the book pages, and then this is wrapping paper, and so some of the wrapping paper is different, but I love this wrapping paper. That would be super cool to coffee dye it and put it in a bohemian junk journal. So you have that. Then I put you a brown paper bag because I always use these in my journals. And then you have music. So each kit will have one of these music sheets, and this is from 1954. Let's see if I can let you see the copyright there. So very vintage looking music. And in this particular one, I went ahead and just put the cover of the little book because I used all the pages out of it. Not all of them will have that. So whoever gets this one, you get the cover to the music book too. So that is the last little bundle, and then we get to the wallpaper. Uh-oh, I've lost my paper clip. There it is. So you have really big pieces of wallpaper in here, and I don't think I really measured them. So I can give you measurements if you want. But this wallpaper is, I did not realize when I got this blue wallpaper how beautiful it was. Look how pretty that is. Look at the birds. Ah, stinking love this. So you get actually 2 pieces of this in this pack. Let's see if I can get you some measurements. Okay, so this one is about 20 inches long and about 10 inches wide, a little more. So you get a big piece, and I'm sorry, but I'm having to fold it to try to fit it in the envelope that it's going to have to go in. So I'm trying not to crease it too bad. I'm trying to, you know, just kind of fold it with a loop, but I can't promise you that the post office won't smash it. So if anybody has any suggestions as to a better way, I've got these two put together. As to a better way, you know, that I can ship these or whatever, let me know. This is, you know, the first time I've ever done wallpaper and things like that, so it's a learning process. You guys know how it is. Then you get a big piece of this. This one measures 20 by 14, a little over. So you get a big piece of that, and it's cream. Background is cream, and then you have the pinkish red. Got like a yellow amber and a bluish gray flowers on there. So that one's super pretty. I've already used some of this in some of my journals, so love it. Then you get a big huge piece of this one. I don't even think that one's all going to fit in the frame, but that's okay. So this one measures, get about 24-25 inches long by about 13 inches wide. So super pretty. This one has a cream background as well with like a pink green leaves. So very pretty. This is probably one of my favorite wallpapers. I've used this one the most in my journal so far. So love that one. Y'all, when I opened up this one, I just about had a fit. Look how stinking pretty this is. I did not know it looked like this when I bought it on the roll, because it was just on the roll. Look how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I opened it. Look at that pretty bird. Is that not gorgeous? And the flowers are just absolutely beautiful. It's got like a, this is like a red with the blues and the browns and the greens. I mean, just, I'm super excited about this wallpaper. Just gorgeous. Let me see what size this is. This one's about 20 by 19-ish. So, you get a really big piece of this one. And you're going to love it, because I know the camera's not doing it justice at all. It's absolutely beautiful wallpaper. So you get that one, and then this one is really big. I know it's not going to fit in the frame. Look at that. Ah, so pretty. Such a pretty wallpaper. I'm in love with this wallpaper. So you get another big piece of this. This one is about 25-26 inches long. And let's see how wide it is. About 19 inches wide. So you get a super big piece of this one as well. And you can cut it up, put it in journals, make pages out of it, collage pages, mixed media pages, all different kinds of stuff you can do with these in your journals. So very, very excited to have gotten that find. Didn't even really know what I was getting. So that is the paper kit. So you got the paper kit, and I did kind of a roundabout shipping price on it too. It's going to be somewhere around $10 to ship it, just simply because I'm putting it in this envelope here. Let me just show you. And I guess, I don't know if it's because of the size or whatever, but I had to use this size envelope to be able to fit the wallpaper pieces. So anyway, I tried to do it as inexpensively as possible. And I am going to have to kind of roll these into this package, so, you know, to make sure that they don't, but I'm trying not to fold them. I'm trying to fold them the least amount as possible so that you guys can get a good full sheet. So, and which I know you're going to cut it up, so, but still, I want you to be able to cut it where you want to cut it, not without, you know, not having folds in there and stuff. So that is the paper kit and the fabric and trim kit. So, you guys be looking on Etsy. Hopefully by the time this video uploads, I will have everything ready on Etsy, and you can go ahead and grab them while you can, because I have 5 of these and 5 of the paper kits. So, I'm figuring they'll probably go pretty quick. So, let me know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.